Monsoon storms are tough, but dealing with your insurance company doesn't have to be. If your home was damaged and your insurance company won't cover the full cost, call Galindo Law. We help Nevada homeowners pursue fair compensation. Call Jonathan Wallner of Galindo Law now for a free claim review at 800-251-1533. That's 800-251-1533.
It's episode 279 of Vegas Revealed. Delilah Supper Club at Wynn Las Vegas now has a Saturday brunch. We experienced it on launch day.
The Backstreet Boys have still got it. We head over to their opening weekend at Sphere.
Plus, some shows you may want to plan for this fall, and some hotel casino upgrades for a few properties here in Las Vegas.
Then Lady Gaga's sister is a fashion designer, and she's just opened a costume shop here in Las Vegas.
And we take a look at Fontainebleau's refreshed rewards program that has some really good benefits for gamers and non-gamers.
All this and more coming up on Vegas Revealed.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Galindo Law, starts now.
Welcome to episode 279 of Vegas Revealed. Dana Roselli along with Sean McAllister here, right in the heart of summer in Las Vegas. It's been hot, but not too hot. We always like a little weather report at the top.
We do.
I mean, it's been really hot, but it doesn't feel unbearable yet. I know it's unbearable. I don't know. I guess like we haven't had like 120. We've had like 111.
113.
113. But surprisingly, that's not horrible.
Well, it's so funny. I was texting with my mom the other day because back in New York, they were getting rain and all that. I was like, did you get flooding or anything? She was like, no, but what about the heat? How's it out there? And I said, well, it's going to be like 113 today. And she was like, oh, dear Lord. But it really, listen, when every single place you go has air conditioning, and the only time you're really spending outdoors is if you're like at a pool or there's misters going off. It really does. It helps. It's not like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just
visiting.
my desert blood.
Right. And if you're visiting, I mean, obviously, if you're working out in the heat, it's a different story.
Oh,
Kudos to all our construction workers,
Yes.
anyone who works outside. I mean, I feel like they also have it down. Like they know how to dress, what to bring for their lunch and breakfast, and like, you know, ways to stay cool. I always drive by and I'm like, wow, look at them go. Like they have it down, but it has to be unbearable at moments. And yeah, I give them a lot of credit.
But they get the job done.
They sure do. Hey, we went over to Delilah at Wynn Las Vegas. They launched a new Saturday brunch. Now, Delilah is a supper club that is really, really cool at Wynn, and sometimes it's really hard to get into, too. So maybe you want to try a Saturday brunch that they just launched. They have 2 seatings. I think it's 11 and 1.
And 1, yep.
Yeah. And we went over for the launch day, and not only is it brunch, but you also get a 5-piece band, singer, dancers, entertainment. I mean, it's wonderful.
Well, and it's top-notch service, too.
Yeah.
I mean, Delilah Supper Club is a very, I would say an exclusive kind of a restaurant. You know, they don't really encourage, they kind of ask you not to take photos or videos inside.
Yeah.
So that's why you're not going to really see much about it on our Vegas Revealed social media if you're looking for it. So that does add to the mystique of Delilah. And so getting in there, especially during the day on Saturdays for brunch, really does feel like something special.
It does. And it was busy, and the food was fantastic. You get to pick from a bunch of different things. I think that, you know, here's the deal, though. It is pricey. It starts at $150. But you're there. You've got the live music. You've got the singers. You've got, what did we get? Appetizer. I think we got like a bread basket with croissants and all sorts of different things at the beginning, a fruit plate. I don't know exactly each setup, but you got to pick some appetizers, and you got your main course. They brought us out a little tower sampling of mini kind of desserts at the end. So look into that part. I'm not sure what comes with each price point. But, if you kind of want a swanky Saturday afternoon and you want a Viva Las Vegas, this could be it.
And I ordered the king crab avocado toast, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
It was just packed with flavor and so yummy.
Yeah. The steak and eggs, by the way, you get a lot of steak. So
a ton of
I was
steak.
full. Yeah. I had to share it with you guys. I was like, I can't even finish this. And I finish everything. So it was definitely. But listen, Sky D. Miles was singing when we were there. And gosh, we've probably talked about Sky on a past podcast before. She's one of our fabulous performers, singers here in Las Vegas. I used to love going to see her over at the Tropicana.
Yeah.
When she would do the lounge. Oh, I love Sky. She's all over the place doing stuff. But we did see her and we were reminded, Sky is really such a Vegas experience. And she told us she is doing a show August 17th and it's called The Joy Love Experience. And it's in the afternoon. Doors open at 3. There's a meet and eat at 3:30 p.m. And then the show starts at 4:30. It's over at the Space, just off the Strip. Mark Chinook runs the Space and created the Space, which does a lot of Monday's Dark and different shows. They shoot podcasts over there. It's a great little place. But anyway, if you're interested in doing that, you can go to thespacelv.com and look at the schedule, and you'll see Sky's show in there.
Yeah, and she was very excited about having this show that she is putting on herself. Like this is her show.
Right.
She's not a member of a band. It's not anything like this is Sky.
Yep.
And she always has a fabulous wardrobe. So I can't wait to see what she steps out on stage in.
Yeah, she works the crowd. She's great.
She
Sky.
does.
And we were thinking about our local performers, ones that do things like, Sing It, Delilah, sing at a lot of these different supper clubs and lounges and stuff like that. And, I've been hearing a little bit of word on the street that it's been a little difficult lately. So thinking of them and want to get out and support their shows.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Without a doubt.
Well, let's go from that to larger than life. And what I mean is the Backstreet Boys. They were larger than life for sure.
Were.
We went to see them opening weekend, night 3 at Sphere, and we were blown away. That opening number was incredible. It was great.
And because there's this whole video experience that leads into the first song. And I saw somebody post on Instagram something it was a video clip of that opening number and how the guys appear on stage. And the comment under the video was like, where did they even come from? Because there's like a laser beam that shoots down onto the stage, and then all of a sudden there's the band.
Right.
But they each have their own little trap door in the stage, and they just pop up from underneath.
It's hard to like focus.
It is.
To know what to look at, because I was looking at the screen. And I was also videoing the open because we wanted to get it for our television show. And so I was like, kind of missed them coming up from the stage part. And there's a lot to see. You're looking all over. I don't know. The visuals in this show, incredible. I mean, I feel like everyone's raving about this show, and it's kind of like FOMO if you don't go now.
It is. And everyone's like, listen, Backstreet Boys, they had it back when, the Millennium album came out in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was like, oh, these are the guys from TRL, the music, just about every song on that album is a hit.
Yep.
And now, I mean, I'm not good at math, but however long it is from 1999 to 2025, 26 years.
Mm-hmm.
26 years. And they are on top of their game. The guys look great. They sound great. They move great.
Mm-hmm. You'll see the signature moves.
Sure do.
Yeah. And I mean, it was great. The whole crowd was into it. You're encouraged to wear white. They do celebrate the Millennium album. So they now have Millennium 2.0 out, like a refreshed version of that album. But, so many hits on that album. They do have so many hits beyond that, too. So you always wonder. I mean, it's hard. It's like U2 focused on an album, too, when they were doing their show at the Sphere. I don't know. Maybe it's easier for the visuals to kind of tell the story or whatever you want to do. But you get a lot of hits when you go to the show, and I think that's key. I would say our only takeaway, our only slight, I don't want to even call it a negative. They did slow it down, and listen, these songs are on the album, the Millennium album, which they're celebrating for this residency, but they did slow it down in the middle with slow songs, and I thought, maybe they could have taken one away or two, a little less with the slow songs, because the high energy ones were just so good.
Well, I wonder if they build slow songs into the middle of a show to give the audience a chance to go to the bathroom or grab another beer.
Oh, I don't know. I think a lot of people do like ballads, and those were on the album. So I don't know if they built them, and I think they had to sing them because they're on the Millennium album.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people did use that opportunity to go to the bathroom or get a beverage or concessions.
Yeah. I think we said on the way out, we were so into and I know it's hard to do like high energy, song after song. It's okay.
There has to be like an ebb and flow to the whole deal.
Cool. Make a montage of all the slow songs, or do one or two, but I don't know. Maybe just omit one or two. It could have been a little bit better. They ended with Backstreet's Back. All right. Which isn't on the Millennium album, but they added it.
Yeah, there were some songs added into the show that weren't necessarily on the album, but how into the show was that entire audience inside of Sphere?
Yeah, totally
it was
into it.
Insane.
Our seatmate, I want to say, someone in our row next to you, she was vibing, her and her friend, and it was funny because I got some video of them. I put it on social media in my story, and I always worry because I'm like, but I just love them. I said I love them. The people next to us were such a vibe, and someone knew her and sent it to her, so we are now friends on Instagram, and I sent her the raw clip so she could have it. She was very happy. But yeah, a lot of people in white, in jean outfits. I think that was a thing.
Oh yeah,
groups of girls.
There was a whole group
jean
of girls
dresses.
in like denim outfits.
Yeah. So it was fun. It was packed and I loved it. I think it's like sold out a lot of the shows. So get there if you can. Definitely worth it. You will not regret it. It's fun from beginning to end. The visuals are incredible. And now just announced this week that Zach Brown's coming. This was rumored for a long time. And now we know why, because he was just on a podcast. The New Heights podcast with the Kelsey brothers, where he said he's been planning this for like 14 months or something like that. But anyway, the Zach Brown Band coming just for 3 nights, I think it is, in December.
Yeah, I think that's during National Finals Rodeo. They have those dates set up. So the rodeo, the cowboy crowd is coming in, and Zach Brown's going to be at Sphere. And one other thing I wanted to mention, there was a couple sitting behind us at Backstreet Boys, and I think what I overheard them say is it could apply to any concert that you see inside Sphere. They were sitting there and the show hadn't even started yet. It was like the pre-show video that was playing, the pre-show visuals. And they turned to each other and they were like, this is the best experience I have ever had in my life.
Right.
And it is. Nothing compares to seeing a live concert inside of Sphere.
Nothing. We have the only Sphere in the world. How cool is that? How lucky are we to drive down the road and go there?
And whether it's Backstreet Boys or Zach Brown or Kenny Chesney, any artist, I mean, you are not going to see this show anywhere. You can't bring it on tour because you can't pick up the Sphere and have it travel with you.
Right. No, it's so true. I mean, I have seen like so many people that were at the show, like, I don't know, people I follow, like say it's like a news anchor on a show out of New York City that I follow. Like so many people took pictures inside the Sphere at Backstreet Boys. So many people came opening weekend. I saw all sorts of just friends from the college, and like, I'm like, oh, so-and-so was here. We knew friends while we were there as well. We were like FaceTiming, like, hey, Diane, I didn't know you were here. And, I mean, it was a thing. They really created something. They did.
Absolutely did.
And yeah, Zach Brown's going to be great over NFR. Let's listen to what he said, though, on the New Heights podcast. I pulled the clip because he really describes how he's creating his visuals for the Sphere. Listen.
Zach, you're starting your Love and Fear residency at the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Ooh, baby.
the first 2 weekends of December 2025, as well as you guys have a new album coming out, Love and Fear.
Dude, congratulations. This is epic.
For the last 3 years, I've been looking for something to do. I've been looking to create a spectacle. And so a year and a half of trying to figure out what this spectacle was going to be, my agent, Rob Light, was like, you need to see this place in Vegas that they're building. And so I went to see it while it was being constructed. And I was like, this is the home for the spectacle.
So dope, man.
And so we've been working on it for 14 months already. It's literally like making a movie as well. We filmed a 40-piece orchestra. We filmed a 20-piece choir. I've been a stunt man. I've been jerked around on stunt wires and drug across the ground and thrown up in the air. And it's going to be wild, man. But this is the greatest canvas for creativity that's ever been made. They have to measure the video in acres.
In acres?
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's 4 acres of video.
That's insane.
Our band is a hard one to understand until you see it live. So y'all have seen it. So we love throwing things in that nobody would ever expect. Over the years, we've done some really cool stuff with costuming and black lights and huge inflatable things and things like that. But this is our first masterpiece.
You know what's really stood out to me, Dana, after listening to that? On for TVs, we're in video production. We talk in terms of pixels for TV. And what Zach just said, they're talking in terms of acres of video for Sphere.
Yeah.
Which is that kind of blew my mind a little bit.
I know. It's incredible. They must, and like he said, he's always wanted to do, just think about these artists must have so much fun being creative and being there to create these visuals.
Oh, yeah.
He sounded like it's got to be the best experience. Who wouldn't want to play there? And just like the Backstreet Boys, you're going to sell out, most likely. You know what I mean? If you feel you can get there and do this and you could sell the tickets, then do it.
Absolutely.
It's
just like a once in a lifetime kind of experience.
Yeah.
When and where else are you going to do it? You're not.
Gosh, it sounds fantastic. Hey, FYI, we just remembered today that we never mentioned, I don't think, on the podcast, that Ricky Martin's coming to the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace in the fall, September 12th and 13th. But we browsed at the tickets, and there's a handful left.
Almost gone.
Yeah, almost gone. So I don't know if you can get in on the fun and you're really a Ricky Martin fan or want to see this show, you might have to act quick.
And even if you're not a fan, Ricky puts on a phenomenal performance. Dana, I know you and I both saw Ricky over at Park MGM when he had his residency here.
Yeah.
And that show was just phenomenal. I wish that show would have extended and kept going and going.
I know.
Because it was that good.
It was so good.
So it's not a surprise to me that he's selling out.
No, and people came from all over the world for that one too. Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
Do you say Alanis or Alanis?
I say Alanis.
Do you?
Yeah.
I wonder what it is.
I don't
Alanis
know.
Morissette. I wonder why I say that. Well, I say a lot of things wrong, so maybe it's me.
Well, I don't know. That's how I've always just said it.
Really?
Yeah.
Alanis. Okay.
Yeah. Well, anyway, she's coming.
She's coming to the
She's
Coliseum.
going to be at the Coliseum also mid-October through the beginning of November. And it jogged my memory that she was coming here because I just saw, I don't really open up Facebook that often, but I saw that I had a comment from one of my cousins and it just said, Sean, are you going to this? And I looked to see what the post was and it was Alanis at the Coliseum.
Right. Okay. She has some great songs.
Oh,
I might need to go to that.
that Jagged Little Pill album,
Yeah.
I memorized the whole thing when that came out.
So good. She's here, mid-October through early November, a bunch of
Yeah,
dates?
I think it's October 15th through November 2nd.
Okay. Good to know.
Around there.
Speaking of Facebook and that what is up with the @everyone and @highlights? I'm over it.
Oh, I don't know.
Everyone's adding me and I'm I can't with all this stuff. It's making it so annoying.
Well, and there's
whoever decided that was a good idea.
1.5 million notifications that don't even
I don't know
pertain
you.
to you.
Yeah. I don't know you. Not looking for a house. Don't @highlight me on your house for sale.
Unless your dog is missing or
Right.
there's you need to rally a bunch of people to I don't know, find a family member or something.
Yeah, or you're giving away free something.
Yeah, that's an @everyone kind of situation. Not that you just got back from 2-week vacation to Hawaii. I don't know.
Or whatever. Or
that your kitchen remodel is
yeah,
done.
or you're having a garage sale. Good for you. Hey, quick pause before we talk about Lady Gaga's sister that opened a costume shop here and my meeting with her mom. This is a fun story. But I wanted to just mention we did get a couple fan mail notes. You can text us. It's a link that you will find at the top of our show notes. We only get where you're from, the date, and that's it. No name, no nothing. But we got one in on July 6th from Las Vegas. And they said, Sean and Dana, you do such a fantastic job with all your entertainment news. So just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, thank you.
For the positive note.
We appreciate that.
And reminder, you can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. It's so helpful. We haven't had like a new review because I know I feel like reviews are kind of out, but if you get a moment and you can quickly give us 5 stars, and even if you make a comment, if you like the podcast, you don't have to give us 5 stars if you don't think it's worthy. But if you listen regularly, maybe you would give us that. But just leave us, even if it's a line or two, it's always helpful to kind of just stay in the mix. We've been charting on Apple Podcasts every week, which we didn't even know. We just looked that up recently, and I was like, oh, wow, look at us. We're in the top 50 in the United States. But so we appreciate all that.
We do. And we appreciate if you can let us know what you like about listening to the podcast or why you listen every week, if that's what you do. Just let us know. And also, we love getting the fan mail too.
And, we did get another one on June 30th that for some reason, I don't know, I overlooked, but we got one about the Rise Festival. We had recently talked about that on a podcast, and they sent in a note. We don't know if it's a he or she, but thank you, from Las Vegas. And they said that they actually go every year because it's a whole family tradition, but that they feel like the vibe has changed. I guess there's new owners. I guess they used to give returning clients like discounts when you purchase in advance, and they don't do that anymore. So they said they're skipping this year, but they did say one tip for the lanterns is to see where the wind is going and set up camp there. So they wanted to pass that on if you're going to Rise Festival. And yeah, it may have changed hands because you and I were saying there's a whole lineup of performers now. And I'm not sure that they necessarily did that before, but John Mayer's going to be there. And so it sounds like maybe they did change hands and they're just kind of doing it a little differently. I don't know. Could be better, could be worse, could be the same. Could be a different vibe. So if you go this year, let us know if you feel like it was different than previous years.
Yeah, although I just have the website pulled up here right now, and it looks like it's going to be a great experience out there in the desert. They have these kind of tent daybed things set up.
Very Tulum.
Very Tulum. That's the first thing that came to mind. Plus a full roster of music. Each of the 3 days, it's October 3rd, 4th, 5th. A ton of art out there as well. So I don't know. It looks like it's going to be a great setup.
Yeah, good. Well, I hope it's fun. I know sometimes weather can be tricky, so hopefully they have a great weekend for that. I know that on their Instagram they were saying like the silver passes were like 90% gone already, so if you want to get tickets, you might want to do that soon. I know it's a very popular event, and it does sound like this year is going to be very good. Maybe different, though, than in years past, but we'll see how it goes.
If your insured Texas home was damaged by hail or hurricane in the past 2 years, listen closely. You could still be owed more compensation for home repairs, even if you have received an insurance check. Galindo Law is here to help you with a free claim review. Let us review your case and help you get the financial compensation you may deserve. Call 1-800-251-1533 or visit galindolaw.com.
Yeah.
Hey, I did go to Onstage Essentials. This is the new costume shop in Las Vegas. And it was a really fun launch event that they had. The more costume shops, the better in Vegas because we got all these shows and different events. People forget we have events that need costumes, not just the shows. I mean, Vegas events, whether they are restaurant openings, celebrating a new magazine cover, you name it, Revelry Food Fest. I mean, people are dressed in costumes. There's themes.
All the time. You drive down the street and chances are you're going to drive by somebody in a costume because they're going to work at an event.
Right.
Or they're coming home from an event.
Yes. So this is kind of exciting. It's a costume making, and they also have sewing supplies. It looks really very needed here in Las Vegas. I think it's going to do really well. And Lady Gaga's sister, Natalie, is a fashion designer, and her husband are co-owners of this shop. So it was fun to go to this launch party. It was pretty intimate. I brought my friend Debbie Gibson along. Debbie loves a good costume. I actually think she might be getting one from there for her music video she's shooting upcoming this weekend here in town. But I got to meet Natalie, and it was Lady Gaga. Stephanie is her real name. Lady Gaga's real name. Their mom, Cynthia. And I just want to say she was lovely. We talked all about Vegas Revealed. She wanted to know more, where she could follow along. And, we talked about being Italian and all sorts of stuff. So
all the things.
Yeah, she was just so down to earth. Their dad was there too, Joe, and he was great. I mean, it was a fun little family affair. And so that was something different that I experienced here in Las Vegas, and I thought that was wonderful. I might actually be tonight going to see Lady Gaga. I have a friend in town who's like, let's go, please. I've never seen her. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've seen her so many times. But I'm like, okay, I'll go. She's at T-Mobile for 3 nights. So T-Mobile Arena. So hopefully we'll get tickets and go over there. We're going to get them really last minute and see if we can get in. So we'll see. But anyway, On Stage Essentials is on the east side of Las Vegas. So keep that in mind.
And if the Germanata family is listening to Vegas Revealed this week,
hey,
a big hello.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
Hey, Green Valley Ranch is getting an upgrade. So is the M Resort and the Rio. So let's start with Green Valley. They just announced the next phase of this property-wide transformation, and it's going to include the renovation of guest rooms and suites. And Green Valley Ranch is also on the east side, I'd say the southeastern side in Green Valley of Las Vegas area. It's a very popular hotel casino, and glad they're going to be doing some upgrades.
This was my spot. I used to live within walking distance of Green Valley Ranch, and so I have a very soft spot in my heart for this hotel casino, and I'm just looking at some of their rooms right now with the upgrades, and they're beautiful, really nice and light and airy and elegant, and it's nice to have that kind of amenities and lodging offering off the strip.
Yeah. And their pool area is great. They have a lot to do there.
Pool area is beautiful. They have an amphitheater out there as well, where they do shows for most of the year.
Great restaurants,
yeah,
all of
it. A shopping district right attached.
Yeah.
So it's nice over there.
So apparently all 493 rooms and suites are going to get a top to bottom redesign. So that'll be good for to get updated. Remember when Bill Clinton stayed there and it was a big deal?
Yes, I do remember that. I think there was a rumor that he was going to be, that the Clinton family was going to buy one of the townhomes above the district
at
Green Valley Ranch.
Oh my gosh.
That was like when it was first opening.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, ooh, I think the Clintons bought one of those.
Mm-hmm. Funny. Never happened, right?
I don't think so. I never saw Chelsea strolling around there.
So the M Resort is also getting an upgrade. They are transforming the casino floor, and apparently they just unveiled it.
Yeah, I saw them post something a week or so ago about like new carpet rolling in, the new table games rolling in with new looks. And by the way, they also are building a new hotel tower, which I drove by the other day, and the tower is like up.
Wow.
We were there not too long ago in the spring, and like work was not, it didn't seem like it was that far along, but man, I guess you can put up a hotel tower pretty quick.
I guess so. I mean, we were saying that, when an interview we did about the A's Stadium, which is just going to be coming up, like how quick things go up, and you blink and boom, like Allegiant Stadium's there. But yeah, towers go up quick, all of it. I wonder how fast that guitar tower is going to go up on the strip. I drove by the other day with you. Remember, we were like, wow.
It's like you can see it's rising above the construction wall in front of the old Mirage.
Right.
So they're building up.
Building up. Well, this is the casino renovation over at the M is the first completed element of this multi-million-dollar expansion. So there you have it. Also, we mentioned in our television show, but not here, that the Rio casino floor has also been refreshed as well. That is now unveiled and open. They have a lot of new, I think it was like table games, a baccarat room, things like that. So go check that out. They continue to make upgrades over at the Rio.
And Dana, you just mentioned we were over at the A's groundbreaking, talking about how quickly things are built. And some of the people who are responsible for that quick construction is the McCarthy Group. They are a big construction company here in Southern Nevada. They're the ones who built Allegiant Stadium in what seems like the blink of an eye. And they're also responsible for probably what's going to seem like the blink of an eye to bring the A's stadium to life over on that old Tropicana site.
Yeah, and they're apparently working on that guitar tower we just talked about.
They are, that's right.
But yeah, McCarthy Building Companies is the name of the company. And we talked to Ross Edwards. He's the senior VP, and he's in charge of the Nevada area. We pulled him aside. I know we talked to John Fisher, and we talked a little bit about the stadium, and John Fisher's the owner of the A's. But Ross really gives us, well, you can tell he's really excited about being able to build another state-of-the-art sporting facility here in Las Vegas.
We've got the team that actually built Allegiant Stadium. We put back together, and we're super excited about taking on this challenge. This project's gonna pose a lot of new, interesting challenges for us, and that's kind of where we thrive in these big, complex projects right here on Las Vegas Boulevard. So.
Well, and a lot of people always say, it's Raiders Stadium that really attracts so many people from around the world. I mean, the stadium is like its own team and headliner.
That's true, and it's a high bar, and I think that we're poised here to overcome that bar. It's going to be a really impressive structure when it's done.
I was just going to say, it looks state-of-the-art. So talk about some of the features you're excited to dabble in, and are some of them first time for you?
Yeah, there are some first time. The big cable net wall, the 40,000 square foot glass wall that's facing north on the stadium is really going to be impressive and allow a lot of natural light to come in. And it's going to be perfect for the players, perfect for the spectators. Technology is going to be incredible. You've seen the gigantic screen, the LED screen. It's going to be one of a kind, and we're really excited about that too.
And as that construction continues and we see the updates coming out of that A's Stadium site, we'll bring you those updates here on the podcast too.
Yeah, and he said they're on track. They plan for 2028, the season. He said it looks good, and we're rolling out a timeline and should be good to go.
Good. Play ball.
So we'll see. Hey, we're going to the Friends Experience, a preview of it anyway, over at MGM on Monday. So we look forward to telling you more about that. But opens July 23rd if you're interested in going over there or getting your tickets now. They have a lot of little Vegas moments. We're excited to get in there and see it.
Because we've both been to the Friends, I guess it's the original Friends Experience, which is part of the studio tour over at Warner Brothers.
Yep.
Out in Los Angeles, and that's so much fun.
It is.
You drive by the soundstage where they film the show, and then you get to the activation part where they have Central Perk, and they have the foosball table and some of the costumes. So that's going to be neat. I have a feeling that it's going to be a wildly popular attraction, and we're excited to get over there for the preview, and we'll let you know all about that once we do it.
Yep. All right, let's do some tips.
On our Vegas Revealed TV show, we've partnered with Fontainebleau Las Vegas for a new series called Blue Access that's sponsored by the resort.
Yeah, and it's interesting because the first story that we worked on with them has to do with rewards. And we know so many of you are interested in rewards programs. So we thought, this is going to be great to kick off Blue Access. And we wanted to share with you that they recently updated, refreshed the rewards program. And it's really good for not only gamers, okay? I mean, there's some great rewards for gamers, but also non-gamers.
Everything has its rewards, from dining, from shopping, from lounging at the spa or at the pool.
Fontainebleau Rewards is the premier loyalty program in Las Vegas for a multitude of reasons. You kind of have to ask yourself, why wouldn't you play here if you're getting the same Dragon Link, the same Wheel of Fortune game, the same video poker, and now you're getting more rewards? It seems like Fontainebleau is the obvious place to play. Now, if you're a non-gamer and you're spend around the resort, we're tops in the market and it's not even close.
We have wonderful food and beverage outlets here in property. We have over 36 unique bars and restaurants, from high-end to fast casual. There's really every taste for everyone. Lavish Spa and Wellness is probably one of my favorite amenities here in property. We have 4 to 4 massage rooms, couples treatments available, cold plunges. It's even available for anyone who wants to host small private parties.
Does retail count toward reward points too?
It does, yes. We have 4 specific retail outlets. That's with our FB Express, Morris & Co., Aura, and Aquamarine.
So it pays to continue to use things on property and gamble here too.
Yeah, you should never not be using your card if you're paying for something. And one of our tier benefits is you get free drip coffee from Chez Bon Bon every single day.
You had me at free drip coffee.
Your comp dollars truly are cash around the resort.
And it is nice to be able to valet for free.
As you move up the tiers in our program, there's free self and free valet parking.
But we want to make sure that everyone here at Fontainebleau has a VIP experience.
We believe our service is better, our amenities are better, and now with our loyalty program being tops in the city, we really have everything a guest would want to make it the best program in town and the best property in town.
As you can hear, all the folks over there at Fontainebleau are super excited about Fontainebleau Rewards. And one of the other perks that you didn't hear in those interviews is that you can get up to 40% off your hotel booking when you are a Fontainebleau Rewards member. So that's a pretty darn good perk.
It is. I downloaded the app and I looked in there and I said, like, oh, wow, I have a decent amount of points, because I started realizing that I can hand my rewards card in at the end of a dinner, end of a breakfast. So I started doing that. I don't gamble a lot. So, and I have like a decent amount of points in there. And so I was excited to see that.
It adds up quick.
Yeah. So I remember I bought a big lunch, and it was a big group of people, and they all, sent me like Venmo to pay.
Oh, right.
But I used my rewards card. So
good, as you should.
Yes.
There's the tip.
Yes.
So if you're going out to lunch with a whole bunch of people, take them to Fontainebleau, put it on your tab, put it on your rewards card, because then you get the points for it. And you'll open up the Fontainebleau Las Vegas app and just be surprised by what's accumulated in there.
All right. And if you want to see this story, we will have it on our YouTube page. You'll see me get my free coffee. But while we were there, here's another tip. What was it? Chez Bon Bon. I got the drip coffee. We got one of the croissants, or the bow tie croissants. Oh. And the staff member from Fontainebleau that we were with, she said to me, be careful when you bite into it, because there's jelly in the middle.
And there's a lot of jelly.
A lot of jelly. So I ate a little corner and I thought, okay, we'll save this for the car, because we were getting ready to leave. And what did I do, Sean?
Well, you took a bite out of the croissant and a big blob of jelly just fell right onto your dress.
Then what happened? So then, hot tip after that, I said, okay, I'm going to attempt to get this out without dry cleaning it. I went upstairs and I told you I was going to use dish soap, and it came right out. So there's another tip for you.
I was so excited for you that it actually worked. But I figure, hey, if Dawn works on oil covered ducks, it'll work on a jelly spot on a dress, right?
I know. But here's the deal. That croissant is so good. You can't help but keep chomping. I took one bite, then I was like, I need another immediately. It was so good. So I couldn't stop myself. Oh, the croissants are so good there. Like, all the desserts look amazing. I really love a good croissant though.
They are so flaky, and they have like the ribbons of the like raspberry or strawberry, whatever the jelly was. Right. They have like the ribbons running through it too.
So delish. All right. Well, we hope you learned a lot about Fontainebleau Rewards. It's a great program. You can get online and learn more. And I think, go take advantage. We did have someone actually send us a message to our Vegas Revealed Instagram, I told you recently, heard us talking. We briefly mentioned this new refresh program about a month and a half ago. And she said, we're actually coming to stay at Fontainebleau because you guys.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Mentioned this rewards program because they were like slot players, and they want to be where the the best program is. So,
and this is a very lucrative program, especially for slot players. So if that's your jam, get to Fontainebleau.
Oh, your jam. I'm having the shakes. I'm having a flashback.
Full circle right there.
Full circle. Hey, reminder, another quick tip. There are tons of staycation ideas and discounts out there right now, especially for summer. We do have a list on our Vegas Revealed website. Go to vegas-revealed.com. Scroll to the bottom. We've got a bunch of different blog posts there, and we made sure to kind of paste in all the summer discounts because I know a lot of you are oftentimes looking for that.
Yeah. Hey, thanks so much. That's our episode for this week. A big thank you to our sponsor, Galindo Law. Obviously, we know that there have been some storms down in Texas. If your home has been damaged by any of those storms, even over the past 2 years, give Galindo Law a call. They may be able to help you get more insurance compensation, but you do have to call 800-251-1533. Don't risk leaving money on the table that you may be owed. Give Galindo a call. They'll do a free claim review to see if you might be owed more compensation. Again, the number 800-251-1533.
Yeah, and they're also tackling Nevada monsoon damage as well. So keep that in mind. I know we had some
nasty storms.
So we had a couple nasty storms. It hasn't really, like, those were bad, but we haven't really had like a continuous flow yet. So as that continues through the summer, I know sometimes a lot of people get, damage to their home and property. So keep that in mind. Call Galindo if you want a free claim review.
And thank you to the VegasNearMe app. You can find it on the Apple App Store or in Google Play. It is just about everything Las Vegas in your pocket. Also, some deals found in there. There's great maps to help you navigate some of our huge casino properties. If you're looking to buy tickets to go see a show, they have great theater maps in there as well, so you can decide where inside our Las Vegas theaters and arenas you want to sit.
Yeah, that's important because we get a lot of comments on our YouTube when people under some of our, like if we're at a show or something, they say, do you mind telling me where you were sat for this video? Because they can like see where, like what it looks like from where we were, and they like the look. Like, okay, what section is that? And I have to like go back and remember sometimes. I'm like, I don't know. I think it was like 300. But anyway, yeah, it's a lot of people scour the internet for views from seats.
Yeah, absolutely. And by the way, for Backstreet Boys, we were in section 307, and it was phenomenal.
Phenomenal. It was great because you could see all around the sphere, but also see the band in front of you.
Yep.
But if you want to be really close to them, you probably want to go a little closer.
True. If you want that super up close experience. But man, in Sphere, it does. It benefits you to be back a little bit so you can take advantage of all the visuals.
Yeah, because I mean, they like flew over our head and kind of.
So cool. So cool.
It was really cool. All right, we'll see you next week, everyone.
My name is George Meyer, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of a new app called VegasNearMe. I started this project because I was frustrated after missing a Journey concert. Over 1,000 shows and events are in the app. In fact, the app now offers the best prices on shows and events in the city. The app now also includes amazing coupons and deals, including $99 bottle service. Download the free VegasNearMe app today.